So, the fixtures are out, and without any delay, I want to show you the teams with easiest fixtures and the players you need to target from those teams. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. And as you already know, first game week is a blank game week where both Manchester United and Manchester City will not have any fixtures along with Aston Villa and Burnley. So you might want to be careful with selecting all players from these teams in the first game week. Now this is the list of fixtures of all the team till game week 8 via Ben Krellin on Twitter. I will link it down below in the descriptions. And now, diving into the fixtures, there are some teams with easy fixtures not only for game week 1 but also game week 2, 3 and so on. Some of them are Everton, Spurs, Wolves, Chelsea, and except for them, Southampton and Leicester also are to be watched. We will talk about them later. For now, we'll talk about Everton, Spurs, Wolves and Chelsea. This is the fixture list of Spurs. As you can see, till game week 8, there is only one 4-rated fixture against Man United away in game week 4. So looking at the players of Spurs, 7 players come to my mind offensively and defensively. Kane, Son, Aurier, Lloris, Lucas Moura and Lo Celso. As we know, Kane did not have a good season last time out because of all the injuries, so I feel like he will work hard enough to make things right and try and leave good impression on Mourinho. Now, Moura and Lo Celso both are priced at 7 million. As creative as Lo Celso is, Lucas Moura is a player who plays in an advanced position on the field, so I would personally go for Lucas Moura. Now the price of both Lloris and Aurier is 5.5. So if you can afford both of them, go for it. Or else, between these two, Aurier seems to be more of a logical choice as he provides clean sheets and assists as a fullback. Now, talking about the other team, Everton, when price list was released, I thought Digne seemed kind of overpriced. I still do think he is kind of overpriced, knowing how unstable Everton defense was last season. Now this is a fresh start. Everton defense on paper seems very decent, but when it comes to performance, they lack chemistry. The dilemma now for the first game week is they face Spurs. Now here, looking at the last season's performance, I would not want to go for Everton defense right away. Might want to monitor their performance for some match days, but we can go for the forwards. Calvert-Lewin I thought was overpriced, but if he starts every game, I think he is a decent option to start with. And 7 million with that run of fixtures seems very reasonable to me, but only if he plays every game. I would not suggest you to go with Everton defense just yet. Maybe wait for a few game weeks. Except for Calvert-Lewin, Brentwaite, maybe even if just for bench, if he gets some playing time, priced at 4 million, I think he is a good option. Heading towards Wolves players, they have tough 2 fixtures at the first 2 game weeks against Sheffield United and Man City. Knowing how Sheffield United plays more of a defensive game, I would not worry going for Wolves defender like Vinagre or Doherty. As Johnny is assumed to be out for about 6 months, Vinagre seems to be a legit candidate to replace Johnny, whose price is only 4.5 million, whereas some other standout options from Wolves are Traore and Jimenez. But since Sheffield are more of a defensive side and Man City is Man City, I would want to wait first 2 game weeks to pick Wolves attackers. According to the fixture list, from game week 4 to game week 7, it seems like we need to triple up on Wolves players. Now another big team with easiest fixtures is Chelsea. Although they face Liverpool in second game week, in the first 9 games, they have only 2 4-rated fixtures against Liverpool at home in game week 2 and Manchester United away in game week 6. Now we already know there are a lot of newcomers in Chelsea side and we just don't know yet how they will perform. Ziyech, Warner are some of the prime examples. They are players with huge potential, but we just don't know yet how they will perform. For all that matters, we are not even sure if they will start. In case of Ziyech, as Pedro and Willian have already left the club, I am pretty sure he will start as he can play as a winger and also as an attacking midfielder. But in case of Werner, who is to say that Tammy and Giroud might not start ahead of Werner in the first game week? And putting 9.5 million in Werner seems a little too much of a risk for me. One of the other attacking options is Mason Mount and Pulisic. If Pulisic is fit enough, he is the best option hands down. If not, Mason Mount for 7 million and Ziyech for 8 seems a legit choice. If there is a new defensive or goalkeeping signing for Chelsea, then we can focus on Chelsea defense. Now these were some teams with comparatively easiest of fixtures. Now looking through some other teams which have not the best but okayish kind of fixtures are Leicester and Southampton. Now talking about Leicester, their defense is not as strong as it used to be, and there are a lot of rumors of Chilwell departing. Schmeichel still is top class goalkeeper, but I don't think without one of their main men they can perform with the same intensity. In first 7 game weeks they face City in third game week and Arsenal in sixth. But the opening two fixtures are tempting for Leicester and going for Vardy might not be that bad of an option. Now lastly, talking about Southampton. They finished 11th last season. Everyone is super fit with 0 injuries, McCarthy in goal, and maybe Ings seems like a good choice for an opening game week. Maybe Ings is a little too overpriced for my likes, but if used correctly, I think FPL managers can get a lot out of Ings till game week 8, as they have only 1 4-rated fixtures in 8 starting game weeks. Now very lastly, about Crystal Palace. If you are looking for a very cheap, a minimum value defender, you might want to turn your head around towards Crystal Palace. I was going through their team list and almost all the starting defenders are injured. Now this makes potential way for Ferguson and Mitchell to start in the Palace's defense line. I remember Ridewell playing as left back last season for a few game weeks, and I don't know if that will continue, but Palace defense is something you should watch out for. So this is almost everything you need to know going into the first game week. If you think this content was helpful by any means, please subscribe and please do like the video. I will leave the league code down below in the description and all the other important things, and new videos will be listed in the descriptions too. I will come out with my first team selection tomorrow, and I'm confident I'll come out with 2 teams, so stay tuned for that.